Football League on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football.
It's the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Now from a stadium that's hosted NFL games since 2007, the International Series continues inside iconic Wembley Stadium, the capital city of London, England, hosting the NFL again. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
It is the rookie from Alabama, Will Riker, to get us started. And off we go here in London. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level, and if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get it down to the 12, and that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the give, it's Hall. And he's into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Rodgers now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's Powell to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs.
On the run, here's Hall. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. More from the International Series in London after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Rodgers going up top again. That is caught by the tight end. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Darnold now to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working...
Robert Saleh not a fan of that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They run it once more with Jones. Jones, first down and more. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A big play for Minnesota. 39 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll run it here with Jones. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. A pass caught right side by Conklin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to London, England after this. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. This one brought in by Hawkinson.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold again. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Darnold to the air once more. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Darnold to throw again. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They look to run with Jones, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Jets move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number two kicks off. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the handoff, Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's gonna get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
To throw on first down is Darnold. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up.
He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The tight end used in the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule, the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A throw left side taken in by Corley. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down, and he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Second and a yard. Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. That one complete to Sherfield. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, he fumbled the football, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction. Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll try the right side with Hall. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll try to run for it.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. On the draw, here's Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll run here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. They face second down and 7. Rodgers going up top again. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll stick to the ground, and he is going to have a Jets first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was looking for Malachi Corley. And 3rd down coming up.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Darnold to throw on first down. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
1st and 10. Now Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a handoff. Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Reichert. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Reichert now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Vikings. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from London.